Never thanked you, not making a big deal over me taking off. Good to see my brothers are still alive. Cordan owes me 50 credits.
Never leave a debt, Torian.
He's good for it. Been meaning to ask something. Mandalore tell you the race Nare when you were adopted into his clan?
There was a lot of stuff in Mandalorian. Could have been talking about the weather for all I know.
Sorta what I thought. Racial Nare means 6 actions. The core of Mandalorian life. Speaking the language is a big one. I could teach you, if you're up for it.
Private lessons from you? I can think of worse ways to spend my time.
Could learn all kinds of things. Have to find some time later, then. Ever eaten Mandalorian food? At your adoption, maybe?
I've been meaning to track some down.
Been craving it since I left. Food here's a little bland, no offense. Thought I'd put something together next chance I got. Interested?
I won't turn down a hot meal.
Let you know next time I'm headed to the galley.
Glad to see you both made it back okay. That is the last time I let you go off without a chaperone.
Looks like I'm grounded. We back on the hunt?
I think it's safe to proceed.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called Voss. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about Voss's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.
You got crummy taste and company. Bad enough with that skinny broad and the little twerp trying to walk tall. And I don't get how that squeaking thing in the bellyaching dandy ain't become target practice yet. How'd a hard case like you get tangled up with such a bunch of dainties?
It'd be a mistake to underestimate any of my crew.
Yeah? I ain't buying it. None of your tag-alongs would have lasted 2 minutes with any of my crowd.
So you've said. Was there something else?
You want to run with losers? Ain't my problem.
Been working on a new shot. Something I picked up watching you. Want to check it out?
Let's see it.
Think it'd be best to try it in a real firefight. Let's get to work. Sooner we're moving, the sooner you can see me in action.
뭐 길라 뭐 그런 길. 야, 안 본파 뭐시다.
Okay, I'm not looking. Promise.
Ubania! Yuna liska chanaga wa chi kafeína con trinca. Ta husula, ki he shatang kuka duina bana.
This is great, Blizz. I'll be sure to show it off to everyone.
Hopo mawanka tuduska, udwana wada suka kuba. Chesko yeski chanaga, bumpa con chinka. Magusa no pachanki fa guta jioto India.
I could help out.
Nagulagi wantumpa, mulira wata wampa. Tunta zuza nerko, higata loya, okata uzazul.
Just try not to get your hopes up, alright?
Ik na banga! Sa pomka utman gisa, chobod I kapuan chawa.
So, what do you know about Hilo Viz?
I've heard the name. She was some big-time spacer, wasn't she?
You could put it that way if you're partial to understatement. She broke the Mandalorian blockade at the Hydian Way. You know, the one that strangled Coruscant and dashed a full-scale Jedi assault. And it wasn't out of the goodness of her heart, either. Credits were involved. A lot of them.
I like her already.
She was quite the lady. You could say that run was the height of her career, but that's only because she dropped off the scanners not long after. Most think the Hutts were behind Hilo's disappearance, but anyone who knew her could tell you they'd have better odds winning a marathon. No, she's still out there. Somewhere.
Never took you for the type to get starstruck.
What? No. We've got history. Hilo was my old partner. More than that. That blockade run was the last thing we ever did together. Like I said, a lot of credits were involved. When I saw the opportunity, I took off and left Hilo holding the bag. It's stupid.
Reassuring.
Hey, I said it was stupid. I learned my lesson. Listen, I found out that an old associate from that blockade run is still around and kicking. A mutual acquaintance. I owe Hilo one last visit. If he knows where she's been laying low all this time, I've got to track him down.
Try to be more careful.
The Empire graciously welcomes you to Voss Orbital. Ambassador Yoran deeply regrets that he was unable to greet you personally. I've been instructed to emphasize the delicate situation you're walking into before you head for the surface. The Ambassador is concerned that your business could jeopardize the Empire's interests on Voss.
Whatever problems you've got here, I'm sure I can take care of them for the right price.
You don't understand. Every single thing we do here is scrutinized and used as leverage in negotiations. The Voss are stubbornly isolationist and abundantly aware of their own value to the Republic and the Empire. It is vital that the Empire fosters goodwill. You must remain on your best behavior.
I'll conduct myself accordingly.
It's the nature of your profession that has the Ambassador concerned. The Voss abhor discord and don't tolerate violence within their territory. You'll mix peacefully with the enemy here. The Voss revere their mystics. Deal carefully with them, or preferably not at all. Also, outsiders are barred from Voskar proper.
Should I be taking notes?
No, those are the only specific points. Just use common sense. I will let Ambassador Yoran know to expect you. Head to his office once you've landed. Have a safe visit.
So we all have to play nice.
At least until we assess the situation.
I vote we enjoy whatever peace and quiet we can get. okay?
Welcome to the Voss Orbital Docking Station. This facility offers state-of-the-art amenities such as a pressurized interior and radiation shielding. We hope you will enjoy your stay on this station, as access to the planet is strictly prohibited.
Bring me up to speed.
The negotiations on Voss are complex, requiring subtlety, and are far too important for just any incoming transmission. My apologies. It seems Darth Seraphim requests the honor of your presence in the Imperial Embassy at Voss Ka at your earliest convenience.
Care to elaborate on that?
Darth Seraphim only asked that you be invited to the embassy as soon as you arrived. The shuttle is this way. Please don't keep Darth Seraphim waiting. He's terribly important.
You alright?
Copy. Assets approaching. Commencing now. Greetings. Imperial Intelligence requires a moment of your time to discuss a lucrative proposition. We need you for an important surveillance operation. If successful, we stand to gain a wealth of intelligence on the Republic's war efforts.
If there's payment involved, I'm interested.
The pay will be generous. The plan is simple. We want you to take this audio surveillance device, locate a Republic official named Gur Antog, and engage him in conversation. We have created a cover identity that establishes you as a potential defector to the Republic. A meeting with Antog has already been arranged. The surveillance device will record everything that's said, allowing us to reproduce Antog's non-human vocal patterns and gain access to the Republic's encrypted files.
Why don't you handle this?
None of our agents here would be able to sell this particular cover story as well as you can. Good luck. We'll look forward to seeing you again shortly.
You there! Hold a moment. My servant offers only platitudes about our Empire's progress here on Voss. I want the truth of things. Tell me the real state of our efforts here. Do you believe these Voss will submit themselves to us soon?
Politics isn't part of my job.
You refuse to answer me. Are you really so callous with your own life? Perhaps you feel confident because you serve my rivals and think they can protect you. Is that the way of it? You flee from my questions to keep me from reaching the truth? To lead me into a dangerous miscalculation?
There's not much money in wandering the streets and lying to Sith Lords.
Perhaps not. Leave me. I must consider my strategies further, and your presence is only a distraction.
What kept you? I must have lost 3 years of my life imagining the damage you were doing here.
Are you the contact Darth Tormund sent me to talk to?
I'm the one who got saddled with the burden of being your minder, yes. That said, I look forward to being rid of General Redrish. That woman will be the death of me, if you aren't.
What's she doing that's causing you so much grief?
That woman's charm has stalled an entire team of my most skilled negotiators for months now. The Empire has lost a number of newly conquered worlds due to her interference, and we may well lose this one unless she's removed. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take the roundabout course, push her into the open.
Any persons or interests she'd have a personal stake in protecting?
Imperial Intelligence suspects that she's behind the guerrilla attacks on our forces here, but we can't prove it. I believe your best course of action would be to root out General Redrish's officers in the field and gather evidence of her involvement.
My job is to deal with General Redrish, not clean up after her.
Fine, here. I spend enough of my hours haggling without having to do it with you. I'm afraid casualty reports are all we have to go on. You'll have to search around the ambush points for signs of the enemy. Take this holo recorder. If you make any discoveries, transmit the evidence to my frequency.
If you insist, but I'll want copies for my scrapbook.
For my own sanity, I'm going to pretend you're taking this seriously.
You all right? You all right?
These charges are grave. I'm bringing the proof with me to Voss, emissary. When you see it, the three will banish the Empire from the planet.
I'm afraid Jedi Master Keln is mistaken, Emissary Samaro. No such evidence can possibly exist. I am confident that the three will find that an alliance with the Empire can only benefit your people.
I await this evidence.
Insufferable idiot. Ah, you've arrived. It's about time. No doubt you've heard some of that.
Things aren't going smoothly for the Empire here.
Voss must be brought into the Empire. Their obstinance was a problem before the Jedi began meddling. We sense a great power here, strong in the dark side. These people have powers of prophecy we have never seen before. The Empire must have this world and its secrets, and we know from experience that it cannot be taken by force.
So you've already attempted force?
That incident has been smoothed over. We held enough executions to ensure that there are no further mishaps here. And now this Jedi Master appears and thinks he can sabotage all we've done.
Does he have specific claims against us?
He remains vague, which he may be using to smoke out our secrets. We must act without detection. A syndicate was hired to steal supplies from the city of Voskar. We then generously offered aid to the people in need. But the syndicate was made up of Hauk, brutish idiots who turned from saboteurs into raiders.
I can see why you wouldn't want this traced back to the Empire.
Indeed. The Syndicate's lair is in a cave system. Silence these Hauk. Report to General Roche in Fort Godentha afterward.
Are you Gur Antok?
Kai grizo is regno pernai. Padra vimos brandimus prostis cad adveretag. Smal sio popudus mana ira padare mananan kali.
I expect to be well paid.
Gratai apticti iruprit vertini savasia sa vebe caegis. Atrodo nomales. Smogas total gisbavo apiatai.
Getting a little nervous?
Atrodo nomales. Smogas total gisbavo apiatai. Holo gijoja bavana bagristai apkaltintas rapole. Era bagalinas viltias ki asima.
okay?
I have the recording for you, Agent.
Excellent. Our technicians will begin processing the recording immediately. This intelligence could turn the tide of battles across the galaxy. We greatly appreciate your assistance in acquiring it.
I've taken worse jobs.
I'm glad the task met with your satisfaction. If you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do now. Thank you again for your participation.